President Carter's new anti-inflation program picked up tentative support yesterday from a second major union, but a third union voiced defiance of the president's proposed wage guidelines. The United Auto Workers generally endorsed the program, but said there should be more flexibility built into the ceiling on wage and benefit increases, and the huge Teamsters union issued a similar statement of conditional support on Wednesday. But the president of the million-member International Association of Machinists has instructed his regional negotiators to ignore the guidelines. Around the country there is general support but little faith in Carter's program.
Has been mixed. A public opinion poll shows 73% of the American people favor the wage and price standards, but simply don't think they'll work. Most labor leaders whose members are being asked to hold down their wage demands haven't issued any official reaction. They want to give the program some more study. The business community has some reservations, but many leaders say the program should be given a chance to work. But at the Capitol, a leader of House Republicans, Illinois Congressman John Anderson, denounced Mr. Carter's plan.
He has referred to a veritable arsenal of executive sanctions that can be employed against both labor and business should they not comply. And in doing so, it seems to me that he has blurred the distinction between voluntary and mandatory standards, and thereby has introduced a fresh note, a fresh element of uncertainty.
But Treasury Secretary Blumenthal told reporters that despite the mixed reviews, President Carter is committed to his plan of action.
It is a policy that he will follow with steadfastness, with persistence, continually, that this period of austerity will continue indefinitely until the problem of inflation is licked.
It could take 6 months or more for President Carter's anti-inflation program to make inroads on consumer prices. Prices are going up at an annual rate of nearly 10% so far this year, and there are no clear signs of improvement. Officials say inflation should be somewhat more than 8% for the year, but they're hoping the new program will get it down eventually to no more than 6 to 6.5%. The latest retail figures and the Consumer Price Index for September are slated for release today. A smaller than expected American trade deficit helped the dollar gain slightly today against the Japanese yen, but confidence in the U.S. dollar is waning, and the $1.7 billion trade deficit for September was not small enough to restore faith in the battered currency. The dollar reached an all-time post-war low yesterday when it hit 178.50 yen, but the U.S. fund stabilized in moderate trading today. Meanwhile, the stock market suffered another broad setback yesterday amid concern over interest rate hikes and the dollar. And European currency dealers sold dollars heavily as the dollar hit fresh lows against the West German mark, Dutch guilder and Danish kroner. Messages of congratulation from world leaders continue to arrive to mark the birthday of His Imperial Majesty the Shahanshah. Among them are those from Britain, China, France, the Soviet Union and the United States. In his message, President Carter says he's often thought of the situation in Iran and is aware of the uneasiness recent disturbances have caused the Shahanshah. Carter says His Imperial Majesty can look with pride and satisfaction on the steps he's taken for the development of Iran. Carter asserts his belief recent problems will be solved, and that under His Imperial Majesty's progressive political programs, the Iranian nation will emerge a more powerful country. The American president added the United States has always put great value on its close and stable ties with Iran and considers bilateral relations between the two nations as important. That's it from the news desk. Sheila has sports and the weather.
Thanks, Susan. Starting the sports by taking a preview of an English First Division soccer match to be played tomorrow. It's a case of the irresistible force and the immovable object when league leader Liverpool plays local rival Everton in the most vital league match of the season so far. Liverpool-Everton matches are always special, but with a quarter of the season gone and both clubs unbeaten, there is much more than the local pride at stake. Liverpool is the overwhelming favorite to win the league title, and only 3 teams look capable of mounting a real challenge: Nottingham Forest, West Bromwich Albion and Everton. Everton is currently second in the standings, 4 points adrift of the Liverpool machine. Look over the next 24 hours, the Caspian Coast region has a forecast of partly cloudy skies. Azerbaijan will be partly cloudy with wind and scattered showers, while Tehran will be partly cloudy. The rest of the country, including the Persian Gulf area, will have clear skies. The high in the capital today was 28 degrees centigrade, which is equal to 82 on the Fahrenheit scale, and the low for tonight will be 15 degrees centigrade, and that is equal to 59 on the Fahrenheit scale. That was the news, sports, and weather up to the hour. On behalf of tonight's news team, this is Sheila Mills wishing you a very pleasant evening.